Wizard here, and today I'm going to be talking about Apple's new iPhone SE. Never in my life have I been so disappointed with Apple. Back before the 2010s, they would release some darn good products. Like, the iPhone was still new. Like, they released the iPhone 4 before Tim Cook took over. They redesigned the flat panel iMac. But the new iPhone SE, really, what is different about this device? Like, all it is just a rebadged iPhone 8 with the Apple logo in the center instead of up in near the camera. You know what I'm saying? So there's two things on this cell phone that just tick me off. One, they're using the same design from like 2014. You know what I'm saying? But when the iPhone 6 was released, it sported a new design that was round and flush. And when the iPhone 7 came out, it was still the same design other than the camera hole. iPhone 8 came out, all they did was put a glass back on it just so they could use wireless charging. iPhone SE, all they did was put the Apple logo in the center. Second, like, they advertise that it's, all new technology. You could have done this with the iPhone 8. Like, you're putting portrait mode, shadow effects, depth effect, whatever it's called, on this new iPhone SE. It's literally the same camera that was on the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 7. You feel me? Like, when the iPhone 7 came out and iOS 11 came out, they didn't put portrait mode on the iPhone 7, but on the iPhone 8 with the single camera, you still didn't get portrait mode unless you got the iPhone 8 Plus with the two cameras. Like, if you're going to do this, then why not let us update our old devices so we can get the new technologies? And color choices. There's less color choices now. Like, you have black, you have white, and you got the product red, which is actually neat, but what happened? Like, back when the iPhone 8 came out, you had what's it called? Black, you had silver, you had gold. When the iPhone 7 was out, you had jet black, you had gray, rose gold. You had so many color choices. And back when the iPhone 7 was still out, product red was like a special edition, you know what I'm saying? And they're advertising the home button as they put home sweet home button on their website. That technology is almost 10 years old. You've been using Touch ID since 2013. Honestly, y'all, this just grinds my gears because Tim Cook is just repeating what Apple did in the 1990s. They're just releasing the same thing with a different name. Like, example being the Macintosh Classic 2 that came out in 91, I believe, or 92. They released the Macintosh Performa 200. It was the same body that was on a Macintosh Classic 2, but with a different badge or something. And, they changed the hard drive space and the RAM. You can do that to your Macintosh Classic 2. Or the, what's it called? Power Macintosh 5260/100. You could get a Performa that was the exact same design, but advertised with different specs. What is this? Like, and not to mention, the iMac hasn't got a single redesign since 2012. And all of their products now are not even built to last. Like, what is it? I had an iPhone 10 back in 2017. It broke on me not even less than 6 months. I'm just so disappointed with Apple, guys. It's undescribable. But all in all, I will say one positive thing about this iPhone SE, to be generous. I've roasted Apple so much in this video, I'm gonna give them a little break. They advertised this new cell phone for $400. Now, when the iPhone 8 came out, it was like $600, so I guess they're just trying to sell phones now because they know they're on the downhill slide, because They know people are switching to Android. And another thing I saw on their website was Why still using Android? Here's reasons to switch. All of the reasons that I switched to Android make this seem like this phone is much better than an iPhone. Like, on the Android, you have like a YouTube mini player. When you exit out the app, if you're not listening to copyrighted music or something, if you're like watching a video, it'll still be playing in the background, and you can move it wherever you want on the home screen. And split screen view, you can do 2 apps at once. Example, you can have the Notepad and you can have Google Chrome on the bottom half of the screen. And the big thing, you can expand your storage, which is how I'm filming this with this cell phone right now. I have a 256 gigabyte micro SD card in the same slot as the SIM card. Can your iPhone do that? I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here before I roast Apple anymore because they need some ice. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this little video. If you want more like this, put it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll be seeing you guys later. This is the Technical Wizard, signing out.